Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 20-something. So I'm actually doing this kind of differently. This is a post-gameplay recording. Audacity crashed on me while I was using it to record my voice. I'm using Audacity now to record my voice. I've been using it for a couple episodes now. It's proven to work pretty well most of the time. Just, the occasional screw-up, it seems. Anyway, so I managed to lose the data. So I'm just basically going to be doing, I'm going to be trying doing like a post-gameplay commentary with this. Here I'm just like reorganizing the council because the Patriarch of Alexandria I appointed the problem with him is he's got vassals who are of my dynasty, so when one of them revolt, the entire kingdom joins in against him. It's pretty awkward for him, so, I usually keep my dukes to one province, but I've given him like 3 now, I think. Or I will have given him 3 by the end of the episode. Still don't know why it calls him a duke. Oh well. And it looks like the farthest guy away in my realm wants to revolt, so it shouldn't be too hard to fix that. I think I give him an honorary title here or something. Nope. Apparently I don't. Oh yes, right. My wife's gotten old, so time to put her down. Get one who can bring in some more children. Why do I have Shiite court members? It's actually rather strange. Oh well. Wait, I have a claim to the kingdom of Rus. Wow. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, I appeased him with some stuff. And I usurped the Duchy of Jerusalem here. From, what's her face? The Queen of Denmark. Alright. And I give off the Duchy of Jerusalem to him. Still missing Acre out of Jerusalem. Though, so, it's something I'll have to conquer later. This guy is actually a duke. I gave him Ascalon, but, he's not actually a family member. He's the only one who isn't a family member, but a duke. So, yeah. And, yeah, I set max church levies here, I believe. Yep. Which works out pretty well. And people start falling into my plot. Prince Tessima of Abyssinia wants to revolt my uncle. Ah, yes, he is a pretender to a barony, which is, an instant minus 50 hit. And also a massive increase to revolt risk. It's almost impossible to keep, barons out of it. But, so yeah, because of that, he's apparently, this is apparently a problem, and how did I get that claim? It's off somewhere in Russia. Makes no sense. But, yeah. So, the good news is he doesn't want to revolt that bad, and I can pretty much appease him with, a bit of cash. And I believe I also give him Sentinel or something, or an honorary title of some sort. Yeah, there you go. And he's appeased, meaning he doesn't want to revolt anymore. Yes, he doesn't want to end his plot, so, I do the only thing that one can do, which is to imprison him. But, of course, I'm always inviting people to my plots, so... Yeah, I don't know why I put my spy master in here. I realized, post me doing that it actually does nothing for arrest chance. It's the marshal. And I'm just, cycling my marshal so that way I can go and suppress revolts with better success. Imprison 60%, and he's caught. Boom. So yeah, once again, I apologize for this whole post-gameplay commentary thing. I don't know. I should probably update Audacity. It's 1.3. And again, I cycle my marshal through. So that way I can put him on research military tech in my capital again. I really think Paradox should probably fix that. That's probably some kind of exploit. And as always, more and more people are joining my plot. And autosaving. 68.5. That's not too bad. We're getting high in, moral authority. It's especially amazing considering we don't even have like a, what do you call them, head of church yet. I don't know, as I said, I might mod a head of church title for the iconoclasts into the game. Like, maybe it's getting kind of late now, and I just don't see much of a point. I mean, I have come a long way and dragged my faith with me. I mean, I was surprised just how friendly I've been with the Byzantines over this. And more inviting people to the plot, since I've recently learned that a plot is based off of events as opposed to just pressing a button and killing your wife. Which I like. It's a very good change, I think, personally. So, yeah, more people joining the old plot. Plot power, I think I get to 200% here. Yeah, 202.5%. She's as good as dead. Anyway, the point is, I arrested the Duke of Herrera, but I released him immediately after. Just for the, plus 10 bonus. And look out below. And now we get to see if it works. Majority of the population. Oh, and there's my wife dying. How useful. So, now I look for somebody with very high fertility, meaning, Midas touched. She there is strong, Midas touched, but 30. And she's also lustful. That's the one I eventually go with, but I just, shop around a bit. Since, Graham and it's pretty good on fertility, too, and you can get a good one that way. But, in the end, I go with, the one I said I would go with before. There you go. Hurry up and pick her. Man, I get mad looking at myself for being so indecisive here. Maybe it's because I already know the answer. I don't know. Who knows? Because I sure as hell do not. Alright. Collect a royal aid duty. Take the prestige, because money is really of no object to me at this point. I'm such a rich king. It's pretty ridiculous how, yeah, and now I build a bunch of Ethiopian drilling grounds, realizing just how much cash I've got on hand anyway. I mean, the Ethiopian drilling grounds are pretty good. They provide about, at level 3 or so, they provide over 300 troops. You can get quite a few levies from them. But they're all light infantry, so they're not very good. That's, I suppose, the problem. Anyway, yeah, I've got no actually useful plots here, since I don't want to kill my wife again yet. Alright, so, yeah, I just dismiss weak claims here, because it's just kind of always been there, and, always a problem. I'm just checking out his succession line, which is bad, yes, but, hoping that since she's 18, I'll have a kid. And Holy War for Calais. Here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to be taking the rest of Jerusalem for him. I do go for Calais, yes, though I shop around as I always do. I'm mostly just trying to pick between Arabia and Calais. And based on what is coming in the future, I don't want to spoil it yet, it's definitely the right pick. Hurry up. I've run out of stuff to say. There we go. Okay, so the Holy War for Calais. As you can, the Fatimids are tied up in a jihad, I believe, for Armenia, which will fail. I mean, they're trying to fight the Byzantine Empire here. That's a tough task. And I mean, I plan to do it someday, but, you know. I'm going to try and, like, aim for an alliance with the Eel Khanate or something. And the Holy Roman Empire and the Golden Horde. Actually, the Golden Horde shouldn't be too hard to get an alliance with, as I said. Based on the fact that they've occupied, you know, all of Russia and stuff, they're going to turn Orthodox eventually. Oh god, the frame rates just die when I try and select my entire armies. Ugh, I have too many provinces. And now we just need to let them all get together and build up. So, in other news, I received my partnership contract. Wait, when should this be? This should be going out tomorrow. So yeah, I received my partnership contract yesterday. Alright, so we need to split them into groups of 10,000 based on the supply lines if I stay along the coast. Like, I can take the coastal stuff, then move inland. As is, you know, conventional wisdom to do. However, I'm slightly oblivious to the giant plague field I'm about to walk through. But luckily it doesn't damage me all that much, it's fine. So yeah, I received my partnership contract. They say it should take about a total of a week. And there's a crusade for Jerusalem. This is why I actually made the right choice here. Because I'm going to get Galais. And I'm going to get enough of, you know, it to form the Kingdom of Jerusalem. So I will be able to press de jure claims on everything that whoever the heck manages to get down here gets. I don't know yet. I don't even think the crusade ended by the end of this. The Caliph was still fighting them. But, yeah. So, that's the fun part about that. As we can see, we're starting to get a little bit of iconoclast appearing in Jerusalem. Yeah. So, and of course, you know. Yeah, he brought his army back over from Serencia, so I should make chop suey out of that. And as we can see, the Knights Templar and the Hospitaller are even participating in the crusade. Like I said, I want to try and find, like, a way to vassalize them, but the problem is, you know, the false religion thing. I think I might just take their castles from them. I don't know, should I let them live? I really wish there was a way I could forcefully vassalize them or something. I might actually go take a look at the CBs and see if pressing my de jure county claim on it will, you know, do that. I think it will, because they might have, you know, multiple things and yada yada yada. I don't know. I wish there was a way to force them to be my vassal. That would be really awesome. Problem is I couldn't raise them even if they were, since they're bound to only be raised by Catholics. And yeah, so as we can see, sadly the Pope and that gets fed, but I managed to get 3 out of 4, which of course gives me the duchy anyway, so what does it matter? They don't have any de jure claims on me anyway. Even if I don't form Jerusalem, I still have a de jure claim on Acre, because I have the Duchy of Jerusalem. So yeah, and here's the problem. Look just how small my army is getting. Like, holy crap, do you guys know why this is happening? This is happening because the papal armies and the Catholics are walking into my squares. Like, I would really wish that they'd adjust the system, so that way if, like, somebody does that, then, you know, because I've had, like, neutral armies walking through my territory, and then causing my armies to take attrition damage, because their armies are so huge, which is pretty ridiculous. They need to adjust the system, I think, for deciding who gets attrition. I think that, you know, if somebody owns that province, at least, you know, their army shouldn't take any attrition, and the enemy army should take even more attrition. Or, not enemy, or the neutral army, I should say, since Gabahaya converted. So that's yet another one. Like I said, we're looking around here. We're getting much more iconoclast territory. But soon most of Egypt will be converted. And I'm going with a small death stack that way to, block off Serencia. But, yeah. And Medina is getting stronger and stronger, and it's a problem. I need to do something about him. I'm probably just gonna, imprison him and revoke a title or something from him. And, throw him in the oubliette, let his son take over. Yeah, as you can see, I've pretty much won the war. It's already at 77. And my wife is Prego. Alright. Which is good, because I'm going to need, a couple more sons to hand off this new land to. I try and, make as much of my family as vassals as possible. As stupid of an idea as it is, I know, it's just my little thing. This entire kingdom will be ruled by my family alone. Speaking of which, next episode I think I'm going to open up my dynasty score window. It's got to be pretty high by this point. Just considering all the family members and duchies I have. I think the only people who can probably beat me out on it is Rurikovich. Yeah. So, since I had the assistance of some papal armies there, I decided just, punch it, assault the walls. So, yeah, I managed to gain those 3 provinces, which are, of course, very important, because they give me the de jure claim on Safed. I have a de jure claim on Acre, and if I so choose to take Jerusalem, the kingdom of, which, as I said, I don't want to, because that means any vassal in Jerusalem will take a -20 penalty to, because they desire the kingdom of Jerusalem. Because, having multiple kingdom titles works like that. It's pretty terrible, actually. I've actually been considering, at the end of my ruler's life, destroying the kingdom of Abyssinia title, just so I have just the kingdom of Nubia. Now, a lot of people would ask, whoa, why in heck's name would you ever do that? That's stupid. The answer is pretty clear, actually, in that, 1, because it'll be a titular title, I will be the only one with a vote. As you saw, I was running into some areas where I could have been playing somebody I didn't want to. So that would be a good reason. I'd do it at the end of my ruler's life because, everyone in Abyssinia would hate me otherwise. Yeah. And that's really just about it. Just the ability to be the only one with a vote for the next 100 years. Also, because it's titular, that means I can automatically raise the crown authority as I please, and I don't get a negative penalty for it. I mean, how awesome is that? So, yeah, again, I can't stress this enough. I apologize. This is a whole post-gameplay commentary. As I said, stuff crashed, data was lost, couldn't recover it. So, anyway. Yeah, you can see right here where just there's 3 people voting for him. He's the, the Duke of Medina. So, this is what I was kind of talking about. And yeah, they're going to get Ultra Jaden and Acre and Safed. I think it's going to end up going to Scotland. I can't really tell, though. Yeah, I just had to go through the autosave. I really don't know who it's going for because I can't see the who's got the highest war score percentage because I'm not in the game. As you can see, I can appoint my chancellor now, and I already get to work fabricating claims. I'm just it's going to the Christians. I might as well because I don't really want to pick up the kingdom title, as I've said. If I can avoid it, I will. Yeah, the war score is at 58%, but I have no idea who's actually, the biggest contributor. So I have no idea who it's going to go to. I think it's probably going to be Scotland, but I can't really tell. That's the thing. I mean, I guess it's really... I mean, personally, what I would love to see is, it becoming, the Knights Templar or something. That would be awesome. And, if they do gain like the Duchy of Ultrajaden, then I can in fact press my de jure claim and vassalize them. Assuming, that's their only title. That isn't titular. Or rather, the only Duke level title. So as you can see, the culture is spreading fairly slowly, but, surely. I've been trying to, spread it as much as I possibly can. It's always important. And here, I just hand out my barony holdings because everyone's pissed at me. And I got a daughter. Majority of the population in Burahaya has converted. And yet again, we see another province converting. Which is, nice and good change of pace. And yeah, here I am just showing off my entirely pink-colored realm. It's rather quite nice, I think. Of course, I appoint him as my court chaplain because, sure, why not? But again, doesn't matter, he's leading troops. Why? Because guess what? The Patriarch is under attack by everybody again. Bloody miracle he manages to win. Seriously. He fights the entire realm except for me. I don't know how he does it. And here we go, giant spree of revolts. Even in, like places I just recently converted and stuff, like just because, the culture difference is rather annoying, but the culture difference isn't too bad, I suppose. Could be far worse. I mean, it's only, I think, 2% revolt risk for different culture groups. So go around, slaughter the rebels, and the Pope's crusade is kind of going. It's a rather slow process. My next target, I think, on the Caliphate is going to be Tripoli. Yeah, probably Tripoli. And then I'm going to take the Duchy of Arabia and, connect all my realm together. And then we're going to have to work on our attack plan on the Byzantines. Byzantines are probably going to be the greatest opponent we've ever had to face. I don't even know if it'll be possible to beat them. I do have Holy War on them, however, because we are heretics of each other. Problem is, this also means the Byzantines might attack me. So, I don't know what I'm going to do in relation to that, but, I want to keep expanding upward, because, well, I'll discuss that when I actually discussed it in this episode, which should be when I pull up the de jure kingdoms map mode. And, just checking out my son, how he's coming along, usual stuff. And it's actually rather interesting that I look at this, and I'm just like, they're only able to get to their crusade targets through me. I just kind of wish that I could, do something weird, like block them. Just stop them dead in their tracks and laugh for, a month. I don't know, it'd be pretty funny, I think. Yep. My first son, who turned out really bad because the AI was raising him. And, he was already, 10 or 12 years old when I took the throne, and I couldn't do anything to stop it. So as I was saying, I can now take the Sultanate of Jerusalem. I get, the piles and piles of score, and it's really, really tempting. It really is. But, minus 20 penalty. And there we go. The jihad for Armenia called off. Probably because it was a steaming pile of failure. But, yeah, again, more and more blows are being dealt to the Caliphate constantly. The Fatimid Caliphate is pretty much on its last legs. Especially since I think once they lose Jerusalem, they don't really have much anymore. My wife is preggo again, always good. You can never have too many babies, unless you're Muslim. But luckily I'm not Muslim. So you can never have too many babies. And here we can see the Golden Horde has just about eaten everything. There's almost nothing left to stop them. And I'm kind of hoping they will convert soon, and then I can see, what I can do about getting them as an ally against the Byzantines. The Eel Khanate is pretty much guaranteed to convert to Muslim, though, sadly. Yeah. I work on actually trying to find her marriage, but there's nobody who's going to give me an alliance, so I don't really care. It's kind of sad, actually. Anyway. Yeah, can't find anyone with an alliance. So, I just, pass it off, I'll marry it to whoever the heck comes by. I find you can only marry your direct children. And, yeah. We can see bunch of tech advances across the realm. And, hey, I got another son. Oh yeah, I left my spy master in Harar, as opposed to studying technology in Tiana. I do it in Tiana because that has the highest legalism in the game, I believe. Doesn't matter, since my spy master decided to mysteriously drop dead. Convert the populace. And I send my spy master properly to study technology in Tiana. And so on. This audio might be a bit out of sync because I'm basically watching the raw fraps file as I commentate. So I do apologize. Yeah, I'm here looking at the, advances. But I apologize if the audio becomes out of sync over time because on occasion the player chokes a bit on the fraps file. Since I haven't run it through Sony Vegas yet. It's like 50 gigs or something. Again, just looking through, the religion, and inherited a random barony. From somewhere. I don't even remember where. So yeah, we're 27:22, and the video's about 10 seconds behind. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna pause the recording, I think, for about 10 seconds, and try and see if we can't catch up for the last... Nah, it's not worth it. There's only a couple minutes left in the game. Anyway, so Tiana, as I said before, we got a bit of advance out of there. Nothing major. Don't even remember what it was. So yeah, we're about 10 seconds out of sync. This is terrible. The video is 10 seconds behind, so it's not like... If the video was 10 seconds ahead, I suppose I could, try and do something better, but... Alright, so as we can see, the Crusade progressing. And, yeah, I just hand her off to some random person. Oh, boy. Ooh, and I inherited a random place thing. Just another random county. And there we go, the old thing's choking up again. We're now like 13 seconds behind. Jeez. I apologize, everyone. Like I said, I had a pile of technical errors, and this just really, it was really tough to do anything about this. And I hope this never happens again. I probably should update Audacity so it doesn't crash anymore. It's like beta 1.3. I have no idea. I've had it for years. I just never used it. I wonder where the heck the update button is. Oh well. So, as we can see, the Crusade continuing. Or it's 13 seconds from now. Wonder if I can skip ahead just 13 seconds or so. Alright, so now the video's a couple of seconds ahead. Close enough. Alright, so now we can see selecting a spouse for my princess. Because, she's actually my direct daughter, I can get a decent marriage out of her. And, I look around and I considered the King of France, but the King of France is a complete mess, and I'm probably going to be called into a million holy wars over there against the almighty, whoever the heck's in charge down there. I don't even know. So I just figure, you know what, let's go with Croatia. They're closer, they might actually be able to help. And man, that golden horde. That horde. But, yeah, there's only 21 seconds left on the video, so I think I'm actually done here, and I'm just talking about stuff now. So, yeah, I guess this is the end of it. I apologize for the fact that this got so out of sync. Yeah, I've been experimenting lately with recording my voice in Audacity, which makes it much easier to, do stuff in post-processing, and I've been trying. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so until next time, this is Calvin, signing off.